Hey, babies. I am. It's going to be okay, baby. Don't think that you by yourself because you're not. I appreciate you being here and I appreciate your time. If you would like to talk, don't worry. Feel free to call me. I promise you I'm a phone call away. All you got to do is just, pick it up. And I know it sometimes it get hard and you don't understand a lot because I can feel that you feel lost. And I'm pretty sure that the fact that's like I keep telling y'all, this retrograde makes your emotions be everywhere. Hey, Jordan. And sometimes you just, so you're not by yourself. Love and light, Jordan. Thank you. It's 470-624-3856. Just know that y'all, everybody ain't the best person, I was just telling somebody that shit. You know, somebody gonna come confess to you some shit. They gonna want to apologize. And sometimes when people apologize, that does make it a little bit better if it's sincere. Not everybody's apology is apologetic. It's sincere. You know what I mean? But thank y'all. Do you get it? You get it? I am. And I know I'm not quite sure if a lot of y'all paid attention, but 37 used to be the most strategic lifestyle in our life. Confirmation. 37 is the number 10. You see what I'm saying? And you didn't even know at that time that you was going through a transformation that you may have not been able to handle. You didn't know why. Some of y'all was homeless then, some of you are homeless now. You know what I'm saying? And you're going through because now you're 47 or you're 5 years younger. I mean older, or you're 3 years older. You see what I'm saying? Something was a pattern in your life. And at one point you did get this phone call. Some of y'all did get this knock at the door. Somebody did get this letter in the mail. You need to pay attention because something that happened then is about to take place now. And that's because you didn't see it. Hey, Art, you didn't pay attention to it then. You didn't know it was happening to you then. You didn't know it was coming back around. Just because that saying says what comes around goes around, it comes around because you can't recall what you were doing 10 years ago. You can't recall what you were doing 5 years ago. You can't recall what you were doing 3 years ago. Hell, you barely can recall what you were doing 2 days ago. So now I keep saying this to you. This retrograde is to bring you back. And that blood moon is to bring you back to refining your life. You know what I'm saying? How your life was, where you was going in your life, where you may have messed up, made a couple errors. You know what I mean? I'm doing good, baby. How you doing? Long time no see. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, let me say this before I forget. A lot of y'all are saying that you don't see when I post. You need to go back, depending on how long you've been watching me. Okay, you would have to go back, unsubscribe, resubscribe. Okay, and then you got to match all notifications. For those of y'all who is not popping up too, you know what I'm saying, check it out because the algorithm is kind of awkward right now. And with the retrograde, it's probably like a little lower or a little higher. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all are not picking up a lot of people's um um lives or streams, however. But there is a thing that y'all need to start paying attention to. And that is because some things are resubmitting itself. Some things are being recalibrated. Okay. Some things are being like you are. You're being refined. Like a refined wine. Yeah, you're being rebooted, reset, starting over because now it's called a generational glitch. So some of y'all don't know that y'all have this in your family. Whereas you got a family member that's gonna stab you in the back. Now spirit is finna see. how you take that family member in this day and age, because this person already did this to you in 10 years ago, 5 years ago, depending on when you were 37. Just remember, when you were 27, something else was taking off. Maybe you was having a baby. It's always some type of big life change experience coming in from the 10 years. Could be 5 for some of y'all. You know what I'm saying? But pay attention to what happened every 10 years in your life. It was a jump, a downgrade, a mid grade, an upgrade. You jumped severe timelines. Maybe you didn't hear what you heard when you was 10, when you got 20. Maybe you didn't understand when you got 20 what your grandma said when you was 10. It's not starting to make sense. When you was 20, now you may be 30. And what didn't make sense when you was 20 is now starting to make sense now that you're 30. Okay, so now that you may be 35 and some shit may have popped out that you didn't even see happening. Again, you may be having another baby, or you may be getting pregnant for the first time, or you finding out your baby dad or your baby mama cheating, or you may be getting your own apartment. Maybe somebody need to move out. Maybe you realizing somebody been pulling on you, leeching on you. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of things happen within them 10 years. 5 of them you got a knock on the door. God said, change this environment. Hey, pretty. Some of y'all didn't do that. So, boom, tower moment took place. Whether it was you or someone around you, you were still in that scenario. So, you were being told to pay attention. And maybe you didn't pay attention. Maybe you didn't see that shit like that. Maybe you didn't understand it was happening like that. Now, 10 years ago from that time to now, which means if you're 37, you're going to be 47. Okay, so now you got a new boyfriend. If so, if you're not married and you didn't keep this husband, maybe another husband could have passed away. A bunch of shit could have went on 10 years ago. 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 7 years ago. Those are your 3 numbers. 3, 7, 10. 7 and 3 is 10. Hey, Juwan, 7 and 3 is 10. 10 is 10. You have to realize that you're having a 10-10 moment, whereas things look all good. You had the money, shit was going good, the taxes were straight, when nobody snatching and grabbing, when nobody doing this, that, and the third. Remember, I keep going back to the 90s. 10 years ago from today was 1996. Wasn't that a good ass year? Somebody was having a baby. You could have been being born. Somebody else could have been having a baby. Think about it. There was a life changing experience that gave you a sad moment. And this is why you hear me always say, lesson, blessing, moment, season, reason. This is why you hear me say that. Because in any season of your life, hey, Alyssa, welcome back, boo. In any moment in your life, you either had a baby, somebody passed away, you got put out, you found a place, you got a car. All of those are 5 things that could have happened in a different season. All of those things either made you happy, made you sad, made you grow, made you insert. And on the other end, you had a boyfriend, girlfriend that cheated. You had to put somebody out. You had a family member that was close to you turned against you. You found out a family member was having sex with somebody you love, or you found out that somebody was doing magic on you to keep you away from somebody you wanted to be with. Again, season, reason, lesson, mess, and moment. There was a moment in your life that will never come back to you. None of these things that has happened to you 10 years ago, whether it was 1996, 1997, 1998, 1999, whether it was 2005, 2004, 2003, 2000, there was a child born to somebody. There was a child, quote unquote, past that belonged to somebody. There was a moment where you grieved harder than you can ever thought you would 10 years ago. Now you have a 10-year gap. What happened with that? Somebody got that knock on the door. Somebody got that letter in the mail. And that letter in the mail could have said anything. You need to come down here and identify the body. You need to come down here and get this money. You need to come down here and see if this is your property. You got a letter in the mail. You got a knock at the door. Now, that time is back. Who's going to knock at the door? What familiar spirit that you have welcomed in that you keep hollering, oh, you're welcome. I don't want that energy. Who did you invite in? You don't even know you invited them in. You too busy being happy-go-lucky. Or you too busy being sad and depressed. Or you too busy looking at the Joneses, trying to figure out how they did what you didn't do and how can you get it without them knowing. Same thing, vice versa. Let me say this. I meant to say this earlier. A lot of y'all from the other signs do come on here. And if I call your sign out saying that this, that, and the third happened, everybody knows that there is a low vibrational, any sign. Everybody ain't in a high vibrational moment. There are still low vibrational Virgos, Aquarius, Gemini, Sagittarius, Scorpios, Leos, whatever sign it is. And sometimes you still deal with those people. So you be thinking that it's all you. This is why the sign said it's indirect. So don't take it personal when I say, oh, but this Capricorn did some fuckery. You may have Capricorn in your chart. You know, one of them times in your life you done did some fuckery. That's one thing I'm not going to do over here. I'm not going to make you be the bigger person all the time because you're not. You see what I'm saying? Hey, Henry. You see what I'm saying? I can't make you be that person because we all done did some fuckery. Because if you ain't never did no fuckery, you ain't learned nothing. There's nothing here for you to learn. If you're that sweet, innocent angel all the fucking time, why are you on this fucking channel? Why are you even looking at tarot? Oh, maybe because the people did the fuckery to you? Have you ever just thought about where did you make this person feel like they needed the fuckery to start? Remember, somebody's always blaming you for something they did. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Saying somebody always got to blame you. Oh, well, you know, but they never look at you being the person that helped them get to that next level. It's never a genuine, oh, you know what? Thank you. You got some people that's grateful for you in your life. You got some people, again, remember season, reason, lesson, blessing, moment. You got some people that think about you in that moment that they will be like, damn, I wish Virgo was here. You know what I'm saying? When people pass away, that be the first thing you have heard somebody say, damn. You remember when such and such and such a did, blah, blah, blah. I sure do miss ... You feel what I'm saying? So do not take it as that I'm jumping down your throat. So you take, that's why it says take what resonates. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe a Capricorn fucked over a Capricorn. You don't know. If you got Capricorn in your chart and you fucking around with a Capricorn, that's a Capricorn fucking over a Capricorn. That don't always mean you the bad Capricorn. You got some very low vibrational motherfuckers who like just being in their own fucking kiss my ass energy. So don't take it as that and run with it with the, oh, well, you said this about Taurus, or you said this about Scorpio, or you said this about Pisces. Okay, so I don't have Pisces, Scorpio, none of that shit in my chart. I don't have Capricorn in my chart, so I can't familiarize how they are. But the fact that I am an earth sign and Capricorn is on the end and Taurus is at the beginning, I do have Taurus, and I also have Aquarius. So I can't help but to have, and I got Sagittarius. So I can't help but to have some inklings on how Capricorn runs or whatever they do. I can't help but to get a little bit of that. You understand what I'm saying? So don't never get it twisted that I'm pinpointing or blaming or shift blaming anything on anybody, because we all fucks up. We all have to go through trial and error. Don't never ever get that twisted. So if I said some shit and you need to think back, sit back and think and ask yourself, did I really do that? Like example, let me show you something. I had to sit back and think about a relationship that I was in that recently kind of like parted, like a couple years ago. And I was telling y'all about it once upon a time, for those of y'all that remember what I said. You know what I'm saying? I was with one of my kids' dads, and I realized that he realized that he heard me say to a friend of mine, when I don't want to be bothered or I don't want to be in a relationship anymore with a person, I will bring in a female and let him like her, and then I will remove me and my energy so they can like each other, and I can get the fuck on without it looking like I'm hurting you. You feel me? So I can basically, I'm the type of person that I will distract your feelings from me and my feelings from you, so we don't have to go through that process. You feel me? That's the way I was. You feel me? I ain't like that no more. But I felt like that was what was needed to be did, because I needed a particular type of closure. And sometimes when you fuck with certain people, you know they're not going to give you that closure. But you need to see that part of them. And see, that doesn't happen to a lot of y'all. A lot of y'all I got caught up with these people that be talking about loving you. And this is even with your children. This is even with your friends. Your, you know what I'm saying? Your job. All these people always holler, oh, I care about you. I love you. How the fuck do they love you when they don't love themselves? How the fuck do they love you when you can't show yourself love? So how do you even clean the type of love that you're supposed to be receiving? This is why y'all hurt, because I keep on saying your children don't love you like you love them. And they're not going to understand that until they become parents. And that's not nothing wrong, but it is what it is. The faster you accept that, the quicker you'll stop sitting here crying and being emotional, because the reason why you hurt so much is because we all, and the key word, I'm adding me into the collective right this second. We all tend to hinder rise our children. We all do that. Especially if we didn't have no siblings, then your children are much closer to you. Especially if you had one child, that child got everything. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's that one child. You didn't share that child with nobody. It was just you and that baby. And God would bless you with two. You have one boy and one girl. Now that they over spoiled in a certain essence. Then people be looking at how come their kids don't care about them, because the first time you know that you have a catch-22 in your family is the children will start coming to say things like, oh, you care about such and such more than you do us. You always buy such and such as something. You don't buy us nothing. Or you treat this person always and happy. They can never do no wrong. But in reality, you just got a bunch of ungrateful ass children. Or you got some greedy clout chasing ass children. And nobody ever pays attention to that. Remember, what you fail to see is everything don't come from mom. There's a dad, there's an aunt, there's a grandma, there's a cousin. All them shits is in a gene. This is why a child has so many. Well, you too. This is why we have all those signs in our chart. You can tell how your son is going to be. Look at his chart when he's born. You can tell how your daughter going to be. Look at the chart when they're born. If your child is born as an Aquarius, a Scorpio, a Taurus, or a Leo, your child is going to be very non-committal. Period. Ain't nothing else said to that. Your child is going to think the way he thinks or she thinks. And there's going to be nothing you can say that can change anything about that. Because those are fixed signs. That means you have fixed in your chart too. So now, check it out. Capricorn is not a fixed sign, but they are a sign that wants things their way. They want things to be done their way. They got to see it their way. So guess what? If your child's a Capricorn, an Aquarius, and they got Capricorn, and they fuck around, they got Pisces, everything got to go that way. And they're going to say that they're emotionally intelligent, or they emotionally got their shit together, and that child is going to be emotionally not telling you anything. So guess what? You're going to end up dating a Taurus, a Capricorn, a Aquarius, or a Leo. Most likely you're going to date a Sagittarius or an Aries. So listen, somebody's finna be sad. Somebody's been be real, real, real sad. Somebody's been thinking about that shit. Somebody's thinking. Somebody wish they wouldn't have said something. Somebody wishing they wouldn't have did something. Somebody's thinking. Somebody's thinking of how the cycle is just replaying itself. Somebody's looking at the same drama a different day, stuck in a situationship that you were stuck in 10 years ago. Where the fuck was you 10 years ago? Can you remember? Were you dating the same person? Were you dating a different person? Same situation, different situation. Situation in between a little bit of that person and a little bit of the other person. I don't know, but apparently, were you riding a bus 10 years ago? And now you have a car. So somebody is on the train. Somebody's on the bus. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? And whoever she is asking herself, oh, she paying attention to it. Damn. How many of y'all went from having a car, having your own place 10 years ago, till you got that knock on the door? Till you got that letter in the mail. That letter could have been an eviction notice. That letter could have been from the IRS. That letter could have been from Social Security. That letter could have been from any fucking body. That letter is the letter that changed your entire life as you knew it. Or was it that phone call? Was that phone call that told you to come down here to this place and see this person, or this person's in the hospital, or the phone call? How many of you all got that phone call? So let's see, because see, that scenario is about to replay itself. Spirit has, and I'm going to say this again, remember, please, this, I know, Henry, that's see, I don't know, but why I had to bring this up, but Spirit showed it to me in that last reading. You all, I don't know. That's what's wrong with right now, is that's why all y'all dealing with your kids, because you're not dealing with your ex-lovers, right? And apparently without them, within them 10-year gap, you had some lovers, some family members, some people that were in your life that you did not maybe pay attention to, or enough attention to, or you stopped, or you opened the door back in. You forgave. And some of y'all might have forgotten. Shit just rolled back over and started doing the same thing. Let's see. I'm going to clear this energy because I don't want it. I don't want it. It's going to be scattered. Okay? Because that's a lot, a long time ago. Okay? Clear this energy, Lord Spirit. In the name of Jesus, let this energy be cleared through this reading. Let's get us a prayer, because 10 years ago, a lot was going on in your life. And baby, it's on its way back. Somebody lost a child. Somebody lost a parent. Somebody lost a dog. Somebody lost a cat. And let me tell you, yesterday I lost my hamster. One of them. So now I'm down to 3. You see what I'm saying? You could have lost a loved one. You know what I mean? Like your spouse. You don't know. You see what I'm saying? 10 years ago, you could have been on drugs. You could have been on alcohol. You could have been overindulging in a lot. You know what I'm saying? Think about, because it's on its way back. I need you to understand. I'm going to bring this to you because I need you to know, because Spirit telling me to let you know we're going to prepare for this storm that's about to take place. It took place 10 years ago. You had 4 big storms. So this is telling me that you're seeing 888. This is telling me you seeing 333. This is telling me you seeing 111. This is telling me you seeing 555. And if you look at 555, that's 15, right? 15. You was in devil energy. What? Or you was fucking with somebody that stayed in that way. You see what I'm saying? Deborah, who is that? Decent? That's not what that means. That's not meaning that. You said nobody cannot come to your door. You don't know what happened 10 years ago. Your door don't have to be your door. Your phone work. Somebody can call your phone. Your mail work. Somebody can write you a letter. 10 years ago today, something is coming around, baby, and you gotta knock at that goddamn door. Whether it was a good knock that told you, "Ooh, somebody came home, somebody went away." 10 years ago, there was something that you did not see coming. So we're going to pray right now. We're going to get this on there right now. Because 10 years ago, you finna get a wake-up call that's finna slap you across your fucking face if you're not prepared for it. See, a lot of y'all ain't paying attention to the fact that a lot of y'all been waiting for these taxes. Look how that big-ass delay came. Look at that big-ass delay came. Some of y'all didn't get no taxes. Some of y'all realize y'all owe somebody. Somebody y'all, the income slowed down. Some of y'all was way up here with this income. Now you got them barely making the income. 10 years ago, you was on top of it, baby. 10 years ago, you could have been in the midst. 10 years ago, it could have just been starting over. 10 years ago. 10 years ago. See, that's what I'm saying. See, when I say pay attention, you looking at right now. Oh, Billy can't come to my house. He don't know where I stay. You never know what nobody knows. Because you don't know. You don't know. You don't know. Mm-hmm. 3 knocks. Spirit, give me this message for Virgo. and every other, in all the signs. Listen. What happened? You got Taurus and you got Gemini. So this is a spiritual lover that ain't spiritual no more. Because Taurus is over here and it's in the reverse. So you got a narrow mind. Exactly. See, you don't know who's watching. Okay? Now, it says from the fullness of his grace. So what we're going to do after this is I'm going to ask for mercy, grace, and favor. We have all received one blessing after another. Somebody could be named John. We got chapter 1, verse 16. Somebody's birthday could be 1/16. Didn't I just tell you we was dealing with some devil energy? January 16th. Tell you we're dealing with some devil energy. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. You could be Capricorn. Capricorn could be in your chart. Your birthday could be January the 16th. Somebody you know could be January the 16th. Yeah, somebody's birthday could be June 11th. Faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase. Oh, okay, Javon. CCC1. Martin Luther King Jr. Somebody's a junior. Somebody could be named Martin. Somebody could be named Luther. We could be listening to Luther Vandross. Somebody could be a king. Somebody's name could be Queen King. Hey, Quinn. Yeah. You gotta. See what I'm talking about? See, so you might want to pay attention. You might have a child or a brother or a sister or a niece or a nephew that's a Capricorn. That person, or you could have one that's a Cancer. That's a June. Yeah. So listen, you're about to get a phone call. Because whatever happened to you 10 years ago with this Capricorn, with this Cancer, and with you. My day going good, baby. This is where you need to think, okay? Maybe somewhere along the way, all right? Whatever tragicness, remember it was an ending. I got it. Scorpio said it was an ending that transformed your, your life. Your life. But Spirit said, don't worry about it, baby. I got you. Even though you don't see where this is taking you, Spirit said, I got you. Y'all meant to be removed out of somebody's life. You are, because you was removed 10 years ago. See? So we're going to jump right here a little bit. We're going to get a little closer. We're not going to be shy. So Spirit, tell me what's going on 10 years ago that brings in today. You were with a lover, a friend. We're going to do a lover, a friend, a partner. This could be a job. I don't know. But it's something that's finna show you. And yeah, something's finna. Hold on. Spirit, what happened? What is the repeated cycle? Yeah, Virgo. It says it right there. Virgo, repeating the cycle. Are you repeating the cycle? Are you starting to see some shit that happened? Spirit, what's going on that happened then that's also happening now? What happened then that's also happened now that Virgo needs to see? All of y'all need to see it. Look at that. Spirit said, in the reverse, you were not healed. So that means that you didn't or hadn't put in the work. So this is what I'm trying to get y'all to see. 10 years ago, what she say? 10 years ago, didn't know you had male friends. Up in college, you had male friends? You had female friends? Uh. Oh. So you were hooked with the Sagittarius energy. You was tempted. You was in a little devil energy trying to be free, getting things in order. Right? There was a little order. Okay? With the Capricorn and the Aquarius. So maybe you got a Sagittarius, Capricorn, or Aquarius child. Or you may got a Taurus or a Leo child. This is what I'm looking at, okay? So there was some type of temptation that came along that you were not healed from, okay? No. You were thinking about something that took place then. See, you're still thinking then. You're thinking. You're trying to get it together. Damn it. Yeah, you was on the bus. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you broke up with somebody. Maybe somebody went their wrong way. You know what I'm saying? You was over there talking about that old bitch ass nigga. This old blah, blah, blah. Hold on. So remember now, you was out there hot in the trap. But again, there was a breakup that had you thinking. Okay. Okay. See. And again, like I said, there was a breakup that had you thinking then. Yeah. See, remember 888. 888 is 24. 888. You see what I'm saying? 888. 8, 16, 24. Is that 24? Should be 24. Yeah. So you take 24 and take 24, that's going to give you what? 12. Mm. Mm. So somebody was going through a tower moment because it was the same shit. Because you take 8 and 8 and divide it into half, you get 4, right? But when you take 4 and 4 and divide it in half, you get 2, right? So not once, but twice. 3 times a lady, and I love somebody lied to you. And again, you're thinking about that. Somebody lied to you. Mm. A lot went on 10 years ago, right? Damn. And again, you have not, to this day, have not healed from it. You think you have, you trying to, you going through, and neither has that goddamn person. That person has not healed. You have not healed. Why? Because, again, let me tell you that little scenario I took place. Listen. Yo, what? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I told you. Some kids was born in 96. Remember, 10 years ago was 1996. Confirmation. 97, 98, 99, 2000. So we're going to even hit 5 years. So you got some kids that were born 10 years ago that should be 5. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, they were 5 in 2000. Yeah. And you weren't here because they were still fucking up. You weren't here. That's that devil energy. No, you were still trying to free yourself. You were trying to get by. You see what I'm saying? You were praying. You didn't even know how to pray. Ooh, you didn't know how to pray. You were asking God. You said, Lord, I don't know what to do. I'm just trying to stay in and, you know what I'm saying, get in where I fit in. And I'm trying to make a way for myself and my family. I'm trying to blah, blah, blah. Your key word was, I'm just trying to make a way. What you were trying to do? It was very risky. Your feelings was all everywhere. 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 You was taking risk. You was goddamn trying to guide the water, which is your feelings. You was trying to stay in cope. Yeah, you was trying to be in your Aquarius energy, which was you were trying to make sure. You was 10 years old in 1996. Okay, hold tight. Let me pull that in. Let me pull that in for you, Tank. What were you doing in 2016 that you ain't doing right now? This is why y'all got to put yourself where you're, because I don't know how nobody is, but I know 10 years ago was 2016. 10 years ago, 5 years ago, remember I said 5 and 10. I said 5, 5, 5, which meant devil energy, right? So if you 30 right now, that means 10 years ago, well, you know how old you is. So 96, 97, 98, 99, 2000, for those of y'all that's born in them 70s. 2016 would be for those of y'all a little bit younger. That 10 years goes a little bit younger. 20 years ago, it's 2019. Some of y'all just reaching 20. Some of y'all just reaching the good old boys. You know what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Hey, darling, you see what I'm saying? So take that 10 years. So that means you was 53 then. Take it back. Was you still hurt? Was you still thinking? Was you going through a breakup? Were you going through a transformation? I just know it's 10 years ago with 5 added to it. And 5 added to it, ooh, you was over here still not healed. Not healed. Whether you was 2016, 10 years ago, or 2022, I'm sorry, 1996, 20 years ago. 10 years ago, you were rocking it. No goddamn babies was being born in 96, 96 and 2016. Them babies was being born. Hey, Cam, you can't talk about it, be about it, baby. Y'all gotta know. You know where you at. You know where you at. So what you say, you 43? You were 43 in grad school? Just getting, didn't I just tell you? Some beautiful things was happening. Remember what I said. Lesson, blessing, season, reason, moment. I'm telling you, whatever happened then is still taking place right now. Right now. Right now. You don't even understand how severe it is. Because right now you got to go through your harvest. You know, we the sixth sign. We're the sixth sign, but you the ninth sign. So this is where everybody got to get their shit together. Because now, 10 years ago was either, if you 43, 42, 40, right now, that's 30, 32, and 31. You got to remember, baby, 10 years ago, what was you doing in 2016? What the fuck was you doing in 2016? Was you with a motherfucker that was cheating? Was you cheating? Was you and this person on the same cheating spree? Shit, what was you doing? Was you having a baby? Was your life going through an experience? You finna get that motherfucking knock on that door. You finna get that phone call. 10 years ago, whatever the fuck you were doing. 20 years ago, whatever the fuck you were doing. 1996, 2016. And then you got 2006. You got a gap. You weren't happy. You were thinking. Some of y'all was riding the bus. Some of y'all didn't have a car. Some of y'all was a child. Think about this. Whatever it was, you were going through an ending of some type. Whether it was with your parents, your teachers, graduating school, going to a new school, getting a job, whatever, having a baby, buying a house, being happy, you were not fucking healed to this day. That's what it's telling me. You might have thought you was, but you wasn't. Because you kept dealing with the same people. Somewhere along the way, you met a Sagittarius. Somewhere along the way, you met a Capricorn. Somewhere along the way, you met an Aquarius. Somewhere along the way, you met a Leo. Somewhere along the way, you met a Taurus. Somewhere along the way, you met an Aries. So somewhere along the way, we got an Aries, Leo, and a Sagittarius. Oh, and we got a Taurus, a Capricorn, and a Virgo. So either you met your same sign, you started fucking with your same sign, you were dealing with your same sign, and that motherfucker didn't make you happy. No. Because 10 years later, you met the same motherfucking sign. And all because you took this chance and your energy was just everywhere. And the same thing happening to you right now. Not you were doing it real bad. Not you were doing it real bad. I'm glad you can face that, baby. Thank you. You see what I'm saying? Your emotions was everywhere. You couldn't control shit. You were trying to keep it in the lane. You were trying and I'm giving it to you. I'm giving it to you. But you was in that goddamn Aquarius energy like, I don't give a fuck. I'm a rubber. You was a rubber without a cause. What? I'm a rubber without a cause. I'm not controlling my feelings. I'm not doing that. So now let's see what the next thing Spirit said. Spirit said you was tempted. You was tempted. Yeah, go see? You were doing things though. You see what I'm saying? You was either ghosting motherfuckers, you was getting ghosted, or you was just being non-committal. Was you being non-committal, Virgo? Because Virgo's got Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Aries, And goddamn Gemini all up through there. We got Scorpio. What? We got Leo and Cancer. What was you doing? That 10 year was whooping ass, wasn't you? Bow, bow, bow. Now you ain't got this. You just say what you want. Who you talking to? Bitch, I beat you up. Bitch, I put my hands on you. What you know what you was saying? What? Bitch, come fuck with me. I'm just, that energy right there. That's what the fuck you was. Some of y'all. Okay? Some of y'all. Okay? And then it was some of y'all where it was, hey, how you doing? I'm such and such and such. I'm about that business. You see what I'm saying? Because you were going to school. You was being intelligent. You was getting your shit together. You see what I'm saying? But then that hood part still had to come out. Bitch, who you think you talking to? Did you take my what? You was oh, you opened the door and she was what? Oh. But then sometime or another, somewhere along the way. Can you come to the hospital and see? Or better yet, can you come to the hospital and get your results? Or better yet, letter comes in the mail. You owe blase, 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 blah for going to school. What the fuck? Your motherfucking ass what? You say you what? I'm saying, you say you what? Oh, shit. And again, now you're sitting there thinking about this shit. Where was I? Am I in the same fucking predicament I was in 5 years? Because some of y'all are still young. 5 years, 10 years, 20 years ago. Did you have a car? Were you riding the bus? Now you mad? Your motherfucking whole everything's just shattered? What? Yep. Now you about 40. Now you about 50. Now you about 30. Okay, maybe you're 60. Could be 65. Now you're sitting back looking at your motherfucking feelings. Because they've been everywhere. They've been everywhere. With whoever. And the fucked up part about it, these people still hanging on. You see how they're hanging on right there? You see how you hanging on that goddamn, what you call it right there? What is it? That board? Woo! Woo! You see how they were hanging on that board? You see how you hang on that board? You guiding that motherfucker. You in that Aquarius in it because Aquarius is the barrier of water. You feel me? Let's see what else. Let's yeah, see, some of y'all, unfortunately, you were being abused. Mentally, emotionally, physically. You were being abused. Or you was an abuser. Now, again, you're not healed. And again, you were taking your, think about it. See, Spirit want me to tell y'all, this is where we finna change some stuff. We finna change some stuff. Because I gotta take you back so you can look at this this shit you got going on. Yeah, you hadn't paid it attention that so many loss has happened to you, whether they was with friends, whether they was with family, whether they was with who the fuck ever. You took a big loss a lot with your emotions, your feelings, your vibration, how you thought, who you thought about, where you thought you were, where you really realized you weren't. You put a death to your ego. There was a death put to your ego. This was a transformation you had to take no matter what it was. You weren't ready for it. You didn't see it coming. You didn't know why it had to happen. You were a kid and you lost mommy, or you were a middle-aged adult and you lost your mama or your daddy or your big mama or your home or your daddy's grandmama, your mama's grandmama. You took a loss in so many different ways. And again, from that, you were shattered. Okay? From that. So just remember, when I'm telling you this, it still tells me you are not healed. No matter how much you may think that you sitting over there healing, you sitting over there not doing that. Your motherfucking emotions is everywhere. Why? Because this retrograde has you everywhere. But you keeping it in the board. You see that? You keeping it in the street. You keeping it where it need to go. You fluctuating them goddamn shits. You fluctuating. You doing what you can do. I got you. Yeah. You have law shit going on. Emotions dealing with the law, emotions dealing with your kids, emotions dealing with your parents, emotions dealing with your friends, emotions dealing with your family. You're just dissatisfied. And see, grief is a part of a loss that still stands in the way of your progress. You may not think so, but it does. See, you got to let go of the past in order to focus on the energy that's ahead. But some of y'all cannot because it hurt. You the mama. You know what I'm saying? You trying to help your baby. You the mama. And you trying to help yourself. You the auntie. And you trying to help your niece. Or you the mama and you trying to be there for your god kids or your friends and your families and your cousins and your trying to you the strong person. Only the strong survive. Ain't that what they say? Ain't that what they say? Only the strong survive. You tolerated a lot of abuse from a Pisces water sign. You tolerated a lot of abuse from a Scorpio. You tolerated a lot of abuse from a Aquarius. You tolerated a lot of abuse from a Taurus. An overbearing spiritual family member. That was a goddamn contradicted person. Yeah, telling you to do X, Y, and Z, and that motherfucker ain't doing A, B, and C. How the fuck does that work? What? Yeah. And see, you got a flip-flop ass friend that's a Gemini / Cancer. You're not knowing which way to go. 1 minute that motherfucker happy, that means she crying. You didn't know which way to go. You just didn't understand that somebody purposely took you the wrong way. See right there? They abused you and fucked with your emotions until you left. Until they left. And then they just did this shit and purposely. Cancer's in the reverse. They made you go the wrong way. Somebody purposely gave you the wrong information because they knew that they had done giving you a certain amount of lies and a certain amount of illusions. You see what I'm saying? So they done gave it to you because your real eyes were so shattered. Your whole everything was so shattered. You couldn't see. You couldn't see it. It was right there, but you couldn't see it. What the song say? It's written all over your face. See, that's when he came in. You don't have to say a word. You had a friend, and you lost him. You had a friend, you lost him. You smile for me. You lost him. Or they lost you. This was a friend, though. Not a lover. This was a friend that gave you balance and structure. Yeah. But that friendship had to end because either you moved, your parents moved, or you as a parent had to move. Or you and this person couldn't make it work. You feel me? You didn't see this person that way. But you was always this friend. But you had to end that. Which again, shattered it. You had a friend that ended a relationship with you because he was going over here to another bitch. Yes, always you had to be the person that's on the back burner. Remember that. Yeah, because that's what's happening to you right now. You're about to. I'm going to keep doing that shit because I need you to process that. That door is finna open. And you got to be the person that opens it. I don't know. Somebody got a very fucked up 10 years ago, maybe 15. Somebody opened the door to the police. Somebody's child was in the military. You know what I'm saying? See what I'm talking about? Yeah. You got to call about your mama on the phone. You got to call about a sibling on the phone. Maybe you got to call about your child on the phone. There was an accident 10 years ago, 20 years ago. You got a phone call that told you to come down and identify a body, a soul, a spirit. Somewhere along the way, yeah, you weren't ready for that. No. Now you in memory of it. You remember this person. This could be your lover. Somebody's lover could have been in a car accident. Somebody's lover could have just passed away. They weren't ready. Somebody's child could have passed away. Somebody's child could have been taken away. Somebody could have been taken away. Some of y'all children was in foster care. Because this little girl is sitting there in foster care. She missing her parents. Somebody's parents died when they was a kid. So now somebody just sit there, they stuck in this. It's hard to go forward. It's so hard. Somebody sitting in an abusive ass. I'm looking at this. Somebody's going through an abusive ass child care problem. Like somebody was in foster care. And they missed their mama and their daddy. Somebody missed their daddy. Ooh. Daddy could have been a Gemini, Cancer, Scorpio. You could be these signs. All these signs can be in your chart. But I'm seeing that the person that passed away was an Aquarius. Or an Aquarius might be missing his or her dad. This is a masculine and a bunch of feminine energy. What? Got to be more careful. My condolences. So guess what? Right now, something is happening to you in your life, and you are instantly playing this moment, and it is telling you, yeah. Somebody feel used. Somebody feel real used. It says used, then discarded. It says thrown away, devalue, emotional trash. Like I said, somebody made you feel like this 10 years ago. This Pisces. Pisces could have made you feel like that right now. And it was a Pisces that was 10 years ago. Or it was a Libra 10 years ago. 20 years ago. Could have made you feel this way. And now that person is sitting here remembering. It's on their head too. It's on their motherfucking head too. How they sitting there thinking about you. Yeah, where you at right now. Somebody thinking about where the fuck is Virgo at right now. I wonder what Virgo doing. Planner is in the reverse. Somebody didn't plan this well. They had a plan. Okay, I can go back to 45 years, baby. Okay? I go 40 years because it is that's not 10 years. So I'm going to have to go back 9 years on that. Yeah. So we're going to say way back there in 86. You see what I'm saying? 86. Some people were born in 86, 96, 216, 2006. Didn't I just tell you that? 24. I said 24 years. 888. Some of y'all is 999, 333, 555. That devil energy ain't no fucking joke. It just keeps following y'all. Yeah. To right here. To every time you hear me, I keep hearing it back down memory lane. What was going on that you got to control right now? Because see, what done happen is that there's an entity that been tracing and following and being with you. That entity been hanging on to your ass. It has. You didn't plan it. You didn't plan it. You had a plan going on, though, right? You was in school. Some of y'all, you know, you could have been in elementary school. You could have been in high school. You could have been in middle school. You could have been in college. You could have been in trade school. You could have been in pharmacy tech. You could have been in medical school. You could have been in CNA. You could be a medical assistant. You could have been a forklift driver. You could have been a cashier. You was going to school. You could have been a cosmetologist. You could have been going to school for what the fuck ever you wanted. School. But see, somebody didn't plan for you to finish. Somebody didn't want you to finish. This wasn't for you. Remember that. This was you planning it, though. Yeah. Remember that tap? I keep tapping on it. 3 years. 3 years. What the song say? 2 years ago, didn't know you had male friends up in college. Somebody named Robert. Somebody named Kelly. Says, take a short, quick look at this. This is what it says. It said, took stock into your finances. Identify what needs to change. You need to identify what needs. This is the first thing it says. Take stock, which means take inventory on whatever happened in your life 10 years ago. I told y'all, and I constantly tell y'all, I stayed in this apartment complex 10. My daughter's 28. Sorry, yeah, she's 28. I moved here when she was 2. 20 years ago. So I've been trying to figure out why God got me right here. You understand what I'm saying? I've been trying to get the fuck away, but it'd be like, nope, you gotta sit right here. And nope, you gotta sit right here. So, in that last read, it showed me something about your children, you hear me, that you were doing 10 years ago. What was 10 years? What was 20 years? For some of y'all, 30, 40 years. What took place then is happening to you right now. For those of y'all that do not know, this is the new year. This is a new beginning. Do you hear me? Exactly. See, Spirit wants you to understand that somebody didn't plan something for you. Somebody planned, hey Sharon, somebody planned something different. Somebody had a whole nother plan. See, and that plan kind of went sideways because some of y'all threw the monkey wrench. Some of y'all was the monkey wrench. So we're gonna go back a little bit more. We're gonna go back, okay? Because that wasn't for you. It wasn't for you. It wasn't for you. See, somebody felt like because this loss took place in your life right here, this loss was supposed to knock you the fuck down. You feel me? It was supposed to knock you down and keep you right here. You feel me? You weren't supposed to, thank you, Spirit. See, you weren't supposed to come up. That loss, see, somebody prayed on your downfall. You feel me? It is right here, baby. They prayed on it. They didn't want you to graduate no motherfucking school. They didn't want you to do shit with your life, but sit and fuck over yourself. That was the plan. That was the plan. See, somebody was planning this shit. They planned it. It was a plan. So what happened is that this person planned their death. You may not see it. You don't even understand it. They planned it. They didn't want to take care of you. They didn't want to see about you. You know what I'm saying? Nobody ever thinks, oh, well, I'm just going, my mom and daddy didn't think no shit like that. My mom wouldn't have did that to me. My daddy wouldn't have did that to me. Now you sitting here talking about why my children don't take care of me. Somebody didn't want their kids to take care of them. So they didn't plan for your future. So they wasn't going to be here. They knew they wasn't going to be here. Woo! Thank you, Spirit. They knew they weren't going to be here. They knew it. So now you got, let me see if this person got something to say. Because sometimes they be having something to say. Mr., ma'am, whoever you are, why did you plan for Virgo not to for the collective, not to have? Why did you plan this? Why did you plan to die? That's what happened. See, somebody didn't want it. They was too imbalanced. They didn't want it. You see what I'm saying? See, they didn't plan for you to be extra. They didn't plan for you to be smart and intelligent. See, you don't see shit about no drugs on this board. None. See, that was the plan. See, they wanted to abuse you, make your mind be fucked up, make you feel bad. They wanted to degrade you. Hey, you're sitting there thinking. They sent fucked up people in your life so you can date them. Yes. Woo. Why did you do this? Whoever you are. Why did you do this? Why did you do this to your child? Hold tight. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Because it got two. It takes two, baby. Hold on. One. Okay. Hold on. 2. Okay. It says, I have been putting on a front my whole life. It was not what it seemed on the outside. So this person had been trying to make you think the whole time they was there, that they was holding that shit down when they was not. I don't know who it is, okay? But we finna turn it over so I can see who it is. Who it is. And see, they don't ain't gonna say shit to you that they were doing it. You see what I'm saying? See, it was being designed. This was designed and orchestrated in your fucking family. This was, whoo! It says, keep moving in silence as you continue to build. So this person kept building. But they weren't going to do shit for you. They weren't saying shit for you. Yeah. And then it says, silence can be a very powerful tool, increasing your personal power. Sharing too much could cause a risk. Didn't I tell you was a risk right here? Didn't I tell you you were a risk right here? Okay. Hold tight. It says, as everyone sees that you are trustworthy, then it's more trustworthy than it seems. See, this person was telling you that they was being side. They weren't gonna say nothing because too many people looked up to them and they couldn't handle that. See, so say for this is one of your children daddies, right? Or your baby mama. They didn't know how to just get the fuck on. They had to they didn't want the responsibility at all. So what they did was, I'm finna find out what the fuck they did. Hold on, we're gonna find this out. Yeah, they didn't say shit. Yeah. See, they were designing, this was in your bloodline. So this can be your parents, this can be your brother, sister, this can even be your nigga. Somebody was supposed to be to you, loving you, nurturing, caring you, okay? It says you were being called to embrace your individuality and express yourself. This is you. This is what you were being called to do as a child. Okay? Now, this is the fun. It says a Korean fashion artiste. Okay? You were individual, something that was perfect for you. Then you can create what was the financial part of it. So now I want y'all to listen to me and listen to me good. Those of y'all that graduated college, got you a good job, and y'all were financially stable, pay attention to the fact that either a parent left. Hey, Marilyn. Either a parent left, you didn't know where they were, somebody vanished, somebody passed on, or this is what they led you to feel. Somebody waited until you were able to actually take care of yourself, and quote unquote, they either left, they died, or they just got where they didn't fuck with you no more. Or they leeching off you. Now here we go. Let me get one more message. Whoever you are, why did you not tell Virgo? Because this says Virgo. That's what this says. This says Virgo, Aquarius, Cancer, Leo. So why did you not stay and help with these signs? Why did you leave Virgo, Leo, Cancer, Gemini, and Pisces and Libra? Why did you leave them unbalanced, in hermit mode, in regret? Why did you leave them unhappy? And why did you leave them the wrong way? Why did you do that? Why did you leave them this way? I'm aware that I have caused a lot of chaos and pain and drama in your life. This person says this is an Aries, okay? This was a masculine or feminine energy that your spirit team removed. You feel me? Your spirit team, removed them so that they can be, so that you can be best at what you can do. This is very painful to me, y'all. This is so fucked up. Somebody couldn't be strong in your life. Instead of promoting you and encouraging you, somebody decided to just die. Or they just left the campus. You see what I'm saying? Okay, so what did you, spirit team came in? Yeah. So, spirit, what do you have? What is Virgo needing to know? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Damn it. Okay. Spirit, what did you need in Virgo to know that they need to do? I'm going to go back to that person. Because Your children, father, your siblings, your parents, all these people just up and just abandon you. And they left your ass with a memory. See what I'm talking about? Yeah. See what I'm talking about? Hold on. So whoever you is, clarify this. I am the cause of the problem. Somebody know they the cause of the problem. This is what I'm talking about. They know they got chaos and drama and all type of shit, but they kind of hide that shit from you. See what I'm saying? Right here. Yeah, Virgo, they got you in some legal shit. You in some legal shit. Yeah, but see, they knew you was the leader. They knew, and they know. That shit says leadership. They know you the leader. It says you are stepping into a leadership role, inspiring others and guiding them, a team towards success and confidence in your clarity. See, this person knew what they were doing. Yeah. This person had to back up because they knew you weren't supporting them any further. Whoever this is, no, somebody, they didn't want to support you, so you stopped supporting them. So you went on and went on and went on. Your goddamn spirit team said, no, stop supporting this person. Stop supporting them. I can't hold them up because they ain't got on no clothes. But yeah, your spirit team was like, stop supporting them. They making you feel like you isolated, you're in regret, you're unable to accept help when you need the help. You didn't know which way to go. You just knew you had to keep doing it. You just knew you had to keep doing it. Oh, Lord. This is crazy. Yeah. They didn't want to inspire you. They didn't want you to have the inspiration to keep fucking moving, to do what was best. That's why it said you was tolerating so much abuse. So it says inspiration may be lacking, making your work feel what? Monotonous? Basically, this damn ugly ass word is inspiring. And it is time for you to find new sources of motivation. Somebody didn't understand or they didn't like that you was motivating yourself. Yeah. See, they didn't want to inspire you because they knew you was a born leader. You were born to lead. Yeah. And so they didn't want to put they didn't want to put their hands in and help you. Unless they were pulling their hands out to get help from you. You see that shit? Ha ha! You know. Woo, honey. So now that you got a new romance coming in, yeah, they wanted to kill your romance life. You got a new romance coming in. You and this Queen of Wands ass energy. So now they don't know how to feel about you. The dead is looking down at you. If they deceased, they looking down at you like, what the fuck? I thought. See, that's what happens when a motherfucker thought. They didn't think. You know what I'm saying? I tell y'all about the 3 T's. It's 3 thought, think, thought, and think. Usually somebody always think they know you, but they don't. Sometimes they thought what you told them they was gonna remember, or better yet, you was gonna not remember. 3. And the think, they always think the next thing coming is for them. This is a selfish, self-centered ass person. That's what I'm telling you. Yeah. See, this person didn't have no type of real. Woo. Hold on. Let me see if I'm gonna get it right. Let me see. Cause see, this part, whoever this is, baby, this is fucked up. Because they've been holding you in this box. That's why I tell y'all, get them picture frames in your house. I got that you want to put pictures on the wall. Take the bottom of that picture frame off. Or take the sides off. I don't give a damn how you do it. Stop putting yourself in that box with this person. If you got a picture frame on the wall and the person is deceased, open that box, because that means you're stucking up that person. That person's dead. Then you're holding on to the death. And you're not going to move forward because y'all stuck together. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you didn't think about it that way. Ooh, Spirit, tell me what's going on. Why was this person not in wanting Virgo them to get no romance? What is going on with the romance? Why they weren't supposed to get no romance? Because see, this person wanted your romantic energy and it's starting to flow. But it was like bringing the sweetness and the loveness and the tenderness out. Your relationship was going to spark kind of high. So whoever, Why do you want Virgo to get romance? Oh, because you were a gift. Okay. You were the gift. So somebody's birthday could be on the 17th. Somebody could be January the 17th, or somebody could be January the 7th. Somebody could also be July 1st. Yeah. What's going on with that? This person could be a Cancer. Somebody could be a Cancer Leo cusp. Yeah, somebody's birthday could be July 7th. I mean July 1st. Yeah. Why did this person? Yeah. Whoever this is gonna be a Leo. Now somebody also could see you in this goddamn gym, this Capricorn Leo energy, which means somebody can see that you are determined to be happy. Somebody see that. They determined to be happy. Yeah, somebody's birthday on the 17th. Yeah. Yeah, see, 91. What I told y'all. Somebody was born in 1991. What I told you. So some of y'all, you know, y'all children came back from being your quote unquote twin flame in a past life. So whoever that person is, that child was born in 1991. So for those of y'all got a kid born in 1991, yeah, that kid back in your past life could not go with you. So if you and that kid not getting along right now, that kid cannot go with you. No. And see, it's gonna be sad and hurtful. Cause you had to see somebody move on and they didn't even fucking tell you that they had moved on. A lot of y'all is with motherfuckers you didn't even know had second lives. What is it? Double lives. You didn't realize. You didn't know. But you're about to find out. You're about to find out. Just as what some of y'all finna do. Some of y'all found out then that somebody had another baby on you. See that? Okay, one. This look like it's kicking into you. Yeah, see, you finna find out either your spouse then was cheating, that motherfucker cheating with the same person that person couldn't go with you. Ooh-wee. Because your gifts was kicking in when this child was born. Whenever this was right here, your gifts started kicking in when you was 17 years old. 17 years old, you used to ride the bus. You had a whole death and transformation. Got to be more careful. Whoo, yeah. And see, wasn't nobody supporting you, wasn't nobody inspiring you. It says it right here. So the people that you and this, whoever it was, man or woman, you had to go on about your goddamn business. Spirit was going, come on, baby, come on. And there go the letter. What I told you. There go the letter. There go the letter. There go the letter. What I told you. It's a letter. And either that letter's finna come out now or you finna write that letter. Somebody finna give you a letter or you finna give somebody else a letter. Yeah. Spirit is giving you a goddamn letter too. Spirit says your gifts, you get new gifts. What's going on with endings and this? I never, see, yeah, whoever this is, they don't even know you seen them. Right here, they don't even know you seen them. Somebody don't know that you seen them. They just know that they was rejecting you then. They rejecting you now. They causing chaos in your motherfucking life. They are not inspiring. Woo-wee! And that motherfucker going through a serious awakening. A spiritual awakening that's telling them they can't go with you. Whoever this person in 1991. So now, if they're going through the awakening and they accepting it, then they'll be able to go with you. But if they're not, they will not be able to go with you. They go to letter. Yeah. Spirit, what's the knock? Give me the knock. What's the knock at the door? Oh, it's 3 people. Hold on. Bottom of the deck, whoever it is, they tried to throw your whole chakra line off. Whole chakra line. You will get angelic help, first of all. You are going to get angelic help. Archangel Michael is going to, you are being rerouted. Okay? Hold on. Yeah. See, they was trying to block spirit from you, but it's okay because spirit is blocking them from you. Hold on, because this coming, baby. Yeah. See, whoever this was, they left you. This fire sign, this water sign, or this, yeah, it's just a, okay. Could be a earth sign with ground I'm looking at. Yeah. They could have left you. They could have left you. So now, and then they gonna leave you and do the goddamn the voodoo thing. You were looking at them like you don't even know about that shit then, y'all. You didn't even know about this then. Hmm. Child, what's going on? They abandoned you. You abandoned me. Love don't live here anymore. Do, 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 do. Just a frequency. Spirit has blocked these people from you. They was trying to block you from the angelical protection. Because she hanging on. Told you. Her chakras don't work. Them chakras don't work. The chakras don't work for them, y'all. The chakras don't work. Some of y'all in the medical field. Some of y'all in the healthcare field. Whoever this person is that's getting fucked up, that you finna see it. You finna get phone calls from the hospital. You finna get phone calls from jail. You finna get phone calls from the emergency room. You finna get called. That's the hospital, but this particular phone call gonna come from the emergency room. Somebody is sick in the emergency room. So whoever at the hospital, somebody is actually fin to get some type of surgery. Yeah. Because it says some situations require an easier solution than others. You will resolve and heal, but you need to consider a career in the medical field. Somebody might be getting a job at CVS or Walgreens, or pharmacy, pharmaceutical. Somebody could be a medical assistant. It says consider career change where you got massage therapy or you need to be dealing with your hands, some type of healing therapy. So it is time for you to replenish your energy and fully recharge on what's coming next. You're going to need it. Okay? Maybe somewhere along the way, somebody gonna need your help medically. Somebody's finna find out about a block. Yeah, somebody's tried to do something with your health, Virgo, but that's blocked. Yeah, somebody do not have access to what's going on with your health. Somebody tried to throw you under the bus a goddamn again. Yeah, somebody literally trying to hurt you. But see, you so protected and blessed, that's not what's going to happen. See, they want you to settle, but you wouldn't settle. You're not settling. This person is settling. For whatever they got going on, this person has settled. Yeah. So spirit, ooh, child, I'm gonna have to come out of this energy because this one, Yeah. What's healthcare? Yeah, you finna get some emergency help with healthcare because I'm seeing healthcare is more like the emergency room. Yeah, see? They sitting over here gossiping about you. Talking about you. They how you blocked everybody. Yeah, how you not okay. Yeah. See, spirit is they can't even talk about it. Word on the street can't even get out. Word on the street can't even get out. It's blocked. Let me see. It says there's some buzz around town. It says minimize your drama and take personal responsibility of your actions and your integrity. Your personal challenge may be very distracting. See, I told you something was very much distracting. That's why that card is right there. See it? See that? Gossip. They talking about you so much, but they don't have nothing to talk about. No. They can't do nothing but say, well, yeah, I seen Virgo. You know, Virgo be doing cards or Virgo be doing whatever the fuck you do. Yeah. But what you're not doing is selling again. Hmm. Yep. Ooh, Chad. Mm-hmm. So, Spirit, which way should Virgo take this? Your growth is very much important right now. Okay. You have grown. Let me say that. Okay. You just haven't gotten as far because it's so much that happened to you within that 10 years, or even, I'm going to just throw out there, within them 20 years of your life, whether it's been with your kids, your lovers, your friends, businesses, whoever it's been with, it's a lot that you have not healed from. Yeah, you an alligator. Look at that shit. You an alligator. You biting heads off. Says you are in a phase in your personal growth. Challenges and hardships are helping you to become stronger and wiser. That's what I was just telling you. You are growing significantly. But spirit is having to keep the gossipers, the naysayers, the people who act like they thought they gave a fuck. No, them think people. No, you won't be diddle dallying with them. Mm-mm. Yeah, because for one, you don't trust them. There is no more trust there, and they're always in competition with you. Yeah. It says healthy competition is driving you to improve. That's good with your growth. But it is very imperative to provide yourself motivation, and it will lead you to a personal growth and a new transition with others. Mm-mm-mm. Somebody's watching you in your north node. You doing it. You are doing it. Yeah. But you know something don't smell right. You know something ain't right. But when you smell it, it's gonna be a little stank in the air. Just pay attention to it. Somebody could be 65. Somebody's 52, 55, 57. Somebody could be born in 1957. Somebody could be born in 1965. 5 and 2 is 11. 7 and 5 is 12. So there's a lover that left you in hangman. So yeah, somebody gonna be running, and you gonna smell it right after that run. Confirmation, baby. Believe that. Your belief. Don't let somebody, somebody's trying to get you to believe how they believe. Don't. It says strong beliefs are guiding you, help you to overcome this challenge, and so you can stay true to your path. Inner faith is your strength. Mm-mm-mm. No more settling. I'm proud of that. No more settling. Yeah. Soon you will be having communication with someone. Yeah, it says open and be honest with somebody who the flow is coming in between you and others. You will express your thoughts and clearly make a new way. Yeah, you are wow. Mm-hmm. No more none of that. So verbs, somebody did not make a proper decision about you, okay? Which allowed you to make that decision for yourself. Congratulations. Yeah. It says you may feel like you're being very much indecisive, and your anxiety may be keeping you from making the right choices. But lean on God and let Him lead you past the misdirections and the opportunities. Okay? He gonna lead you past that, because now you coming in. Somebody coming in too, because they're deciding, they watching you, they're deciding that you made a decision without them. I feel that decision. Hold on, y'all. Wait a minute. Yep. And you have new opportunities coming in. Congratulations, Virgo. Yeah. And you can give a motherfucker the evil eye now. Like, nah, bitch. Because I heard that. Nah, bitch. I'm transforming. And you're now saying no. You're now saying no. And it's okay. You finna look at whoever the fuck this is with this smell, and you finna be like, bitch, that stink. That's why the evil eye coming. You gonna say it, some stink. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that person, word on the street is, that person is going to do what? Move on. That's what word on the street feels, baby. What? Yeah. See, that person coming in gonna come trying to tell you the bullshit. You see what I'm saying? You the mature woman. But you're not gonna be wanting to hear that shit. All you know is this person gonna get the fuck on. Chill. That's what you know. Yeah, your ancestors have stepped in. Somebody could have had maybe an uncle. These some people I feel like real right there close to you. Because I feel it's like I had closed my eyes to feel the card, and I felt that person reach out. I felt it. And it's like they were saying, we got it from here. Yeah. That's what I felt. I felt that. We got it from here. Yeah. So at that point, whatever happened between you and that person, y'all now should be separated. And you do have a divine masculine or a divine feminine coming in. Yep, whoever this person is, they ain't gonna want to be intimate with you. Whoever this is, ain't no intimacy. This person coming in to be your friend. This person don't want to fuck up nothing. This is risk management. This person don't want to mess up nothing. They're coming in to protect you. This person coming in, shield and guarded. Yeah, no, this matter. Whoever this is, yeah. For those of y'all that like to be like I'm this and I'm that, part of my LGBT, that is could be a female coming in masculine energy, because that's where you left them. You feel me? Yeah. So again, there's gonna be some type of intimacy, but it's like a deep emotional bond will connect you and a special friend. Trust, compassion, and support elements. Then you're finna come in. Somebody's coming in to give you the trust, the compassion, the love, the support, the strength in this relationship. Whoever this is, yeah, it's gonna be okay. But they're not coming in for your ass. I'm so glad to say that. This person got issues with have into intimacy. Why? Because this person confused, they're being brought shit. This person was very disappointed like you. And the thing about it, the best part, you and this person is going to heal, but you're going to heal together. I hear it. We cry together. Yeah. So this person don't want to see, they're gonna talk to you and they're gonna find out shit that you may not like. They don't want to trigger you. And you're gonna find out what they don't like and you don't want to trigger them. Mm. This is gonna be really, really nice, y'all. Because at the beginning, this person does have somebody. This person does have somebody that wants to collaborate with them, but that's not. This person gonna be trying to come in and put a base on y'all. They're gonna try to walk in and give you this base that you need, this sturdy foundation. You see what I'm saying? Where that goddamn foundation is being laid gracefully. Okay? Yeah. There will be not disagreements, no misunderstandings. You're gonna. This is like a whoever you need to. There is somebody. There's a couple people you still got hooked on, that's lingering on to you. But this is saying this person's not gonna be hindering you. They're not going to have you hindering them. This person. See, right now you with somebody, family, friend, relative, lover, whatever the fuck. You're around somebody that's got you unequally yoked. This person is going to equal you out. But the problem is, it's a lot of y'all that cannot get right here because you're in a collaboration right now that's not leading you anywhere. It's not. Yeah, you're in a hindering collaboration where it's hindering you to move forward, but it's frustrating you because you're trying to figure out which way to go. You see what I'm saying? But this person gonna slowly come in. That's why it's gonna be a friend. Before y'all jump in talking about let's be lovers, and no, we're not gonna do that. This person is going to be a friend. Child, that right there, yeah. And whoever this is that's throwing all this bullshit on you, they're gonna be so unsuccessful. This person finna run toward that motherfucking bus trying to catch you, and the bus gonna drive right on off. Yep. Because you finna be on the adventure. That person's on their way. Whoever this is, I don't know who it is. This person's on their way though. They're on the way to bring you harmony, security. My bad. Security. Okay. And most of all, a financial stability. That's what you finna get. Yep. Yeah. See, whoever you're around, they're not financially stable. But this person's coming to bring that into you. And this person's coming in to be a real fucking friend. All right. So What it say? It say a friendship may be experiencing difficulties or growing apart. More communication and boundaries are needed to be led. Okay, that's what you need with these so-called people you still communicating with so far. But this person is telling you you need to find a good support team in love and friendship. People who are around you with warmth and belonging. So this person is bringing you in true friendship. Yeah. As soon as they get here, though, you're going to get a brand new opportunity. I don't know what it's going to be. But you're finna get a new opportunity for you. I told you that card said, this is just for you. That's what it said. New opportunities coming in this year for you. Open up. And there is an offering. A chance of a significant progress in your personal or professional life. You got to, I told you, get a new, yeah. Then see somebody talking about, let's reconciliate. You going to reconciliate with somebody? And you just going to let it know. Because this could be your kids. This could be anybody. You're going to reconciliate. But you're going to change. This person is making you change. Or they did make you see them a different way. That's it, Virgo. Mm-hmm. Now you got another motherfucker that's finna have conflict with it. And they gonna be okay. They gonna be okay. Because I told you, whoever it is, baby, them emotions off the chain. That love spell, it ain't gonna work. They don't want you to be this pretty, sweet, lovable person. They really want you to be a hateful motherfucker. But see, now that's always concerned about them. What they doing. Hold on, y'all. What they doing or how they doing. Yeah, hold on. I got to cover her hand. So now they want to throw these death wishes at you so that you don't prosper and get far. Hold on, because that shit there, yeah, that energy right there, it be real strong in me when I have, yeah. See, 6 and 4 is 10. That's it, Virgo. You got to get yourself together because these people trying to drive you crazy. Don't take that. Put that shit up with a grain of salt because now they're going to start texting you and trying to find out what's going on. The card says you need to leave their ass on red. It says, oh, talking to the void. They're not, what I just told you. It says texting them, no reply, hanging. Ooh, it says, what it say? Ooh, honey, Ooh. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? And that shit says delivered. So they see you gonna be done looked at the message. They know you. They know it's delivered. But I'm gonna cover her up because I don't like her. Not that death card. That death wish they sent. Yeah. And see, the death wish went back. That's why this motherfucker over here trying to figure out what happened. See, it might have. It hit you a little bit. Boing. It hit you a little bit. Yeah. But it is going back. See, they wanted you to respond. And they didn't. They just ended up burning the fucking bridges that came with talking to you. Whoo, and see, they all stuck and fucked up like, damn, I really did do this with Virgo. Now they asking themselves, is this really goodbye? Is this really unbearable? Mm-hmm. They confused. They had you confused. They had you hanging, left you on red and all that. Now the shoe is on. Remember I told you, I think you better let it go. Yeah. TKO. Okay, Virgo. Let me see. Let me get spirit what our last one is. I gotta make one run. Okay. And then I will be back. Look at that. Told you. This person going through all the illusions, baby. Yeah, because they're realizing who you was and who they ain't. Yes. They realizing it. This person's a Leo. This water sign about to lose his mind. So is this motherfucking air sign. See what I'm saying? About to lose it. Because now they grieving. They wanted you like that. But instead, that ain't what happened. Now they got to sit and be in their feelings. I told you they grieving you. Why? Because your spiritual rank is high and they don't even have one. So now again, the spell work has hit you. But that bitch is going home to cinder. So now the entities, they're starting to slowly fall off. Just remember that. Slowly fall off. Okay? That's every time you forgive somebody, don't pick that. Don't go back and talk about them and picking it up. Drop that shit off and leave it be. You're going to be so good. You're going to see it slowly. Your money going to be unblocked because their money starting to get blocked. And I told you, she dug this ditch. Because he or she is so in love with you, she dug this ditch. This person could be a Taurus, Capricorn, or another Virgo. She dug this ditch for you. And she's steady waiting on the progress. Okay? So just know, she an Aries. And she mad at you. Because your motherfucking shit is good. And unfortunately, the tricks of the trickster, she can't play. She can't play them. Because they needed your energy to start it off and to end it. And you can't get them that. Didn't I just tell you that? Didn't I just tell you it's a Taurus? Didn't I just tell you it's an Aquarius? Now you're finna find out the bare naked truth. That this person don't have no money. That this person is on fucking drugs. And this person's in devil energy trying to send another motherfucker at you. Because they just ain't at no peace. That's crazy. This person is at no peace because you're at peace. Okay, y'all. As you see, Aquarius was in the reverse. Taurus is in the reverse. Leo, Aries. Those are the immediate ones. So you actually got an air, a earth, a fire, 2 fire signs. Yeah, there was a little bit of passion into this that they took. I hear somebody saying, "Mommy, how much did you get?" And she hollered, "Not big enough." Yeah. Somebody thought they was going to get you. 1, 2, 3, 4. They couldn't do that. All right, Virgos, I love you all. Whoever this person is, y'all may have an age difference between y'all. When this person comes in, just pay attention, okay? And you're not going to meet these people the way you've been meeting people. You're not going to meet them like that. There's going to be something completely different. And you're not going to be used to it. You're also going to get some help from somebody, and you're really not going to be used to it. Don't snap. Try to take it a little bit at a time. Try that. This going to be something different. Open your hands to it and allow God, ask God to guide you to it. Because so many different people that came in and guided you the wrong way. And you've been thinking, because I kept saying it yesterday, y'all been on the wrong path for such a long time. Now, you finna be okay. You're going to be okay. And you're going to do what? These motherfuckers concerned. Because like I said, that spell is wearing off. And it's making them be like, in their head, how did that work? Why didn't this work? Drove her, yeah. Whew. I'm loving y'all. I hope this resonated and gave you some type of clarity. And I'm hoping you're seeing that there is no perfection in everything. Get that pent up anger off of you, because that person is all over you. They want you to be body shamed and they want you to feel rejected. No, baby. Let that go and open your heart to you. Okay? And I'm going to talk to y'all in a minute. I love you. And I hope you have a very rest of your day. And I'll see you on my next read. Okay? Later.